Today's video is going to be short and sweet. Just a quick reminder that stupid goals are fucking fun. In case you're wondering why I'm all wet, I was just outside having some fun in the rain, completing my step count for today, which is not the obligatory 10,000 steps. I am currently going for 20,000 steps a day. Why? Because I said so. That is literally the only reason. There's no context to it. There's no scientific basis. There's no certain amount of calories that I'm trying to burn. None of that. I just said 10,000 steps is pretty doable, is pretty manageable. I want a challenge to my cardiovascular system. What could I go for? Let's go for 20,000 steps. And that's really all this video is about. Quote unquote, stupid goals. I'm gonna do as many push-ups as possible in an hour, right? I did that challenge closer to the beginning of this year. And every now and then I like to do silly shit like that. Last year, I did the whole hill walk at night with a weighted backpack. I walked some 20 kilometers back to my hometown from out in the countryside in the middle of the night over the course of 4 hours or something. So yeah, just going for silly challenges, setting silly goals, saying this is what I'm going to beat. And the reason I wanted to record this video, the reason I wanted to put this out there is because a lot of us can get very caught up in optimal training, in a fixed training regime. And it does make sense to optimize your training for what you're trying to achieve. It does make sense to have an understanding of how to program a week of working out, where to put what exercise, which exercises to select in the first place, all of that stuff, yada, yada, yada. Are you training for strength? Are you training for endurance? Are you training for mobility? Are you going for all of those at the same time? Do you have a priority at the moment? Sure, it makes sense to optimize for this stuff. But I think every now and then, we kind of just need to remind ourselves of the fact that training is preparation. Training is not the purpose. We don't train to train. Now, there are a lot of benefits to training, and I do think everyone should train, regardless of whether or not they have a purpose. I think it's important to just find a purpose that gives you a reason to train. But the idea of training is that it prepares you for something. It strengthens you. It hardens you for something. An adventure, a challenge, a competition, a tournament. Something that you are getting ready for through training. That is the whole idea of this term, this word, right? And so if we only ever focus on optimizing our training, what are we really training for? Because let's be honest, we are performing impressive feats of strength, impressive feats of willpower when we train 5 days, 6 days a week, and we lift heavy shit. We do weighted pull-ups. We do heavy squats, whatever the fuck you're doing. These are impressive feats, but you're doing that shit every single week. And every single week, you're making slight increases. When you get into a new training program, it feels fresh. It feels exciting. But as you get into the grind, it becomes less and less exciting. And that doesn't mean it has to suck, but it becomes more like an everyday activity, ideally. It shouldn't feel like a total chore, but it's not going to be, fresh. It's not going to have that same spark It's not the same as popping down on the ground and saying, I'm going to do 300 push-ups today. Even though those 300 push-ups are not fucking optimal. How many push-ups are you going to do that are like closer hand position? How many are going to be wider hand position? What's your tempo like? How long are the sets going to be? Like, how many push-ups are you doing in a set? None of that is set in stone. None of that is optimized. And yet, this idea of just doing 300 push-ups or some other silly challenge, chasing some other stupid goal, is just so much more exciting. And doing shit like this every now and then, implementing shit like this into your training, here and there, doesn't have to be constantly. And if it is constantly, I think, it kind of loses its purpose. But having it here and there, that ultimate challenge, that ultimate goal, that is not about the optimal stimulus for your body. That is about testing your limits. Not in a way that is going to perfectly grow this muscle or that muscle, or going to perfectly tax your cardiovascular system, burn this specific amount of calories. In a way that feels like a feat to you, that feels impressive to you, that feels like you are challenging yourself. You are asking something cool of yourself. Doing this shit every now and then just gives you that oomph, that thumos, that drive again. So that's really all I wanted to fucking talk about in this video. Set stupid goals. Not constantly. Go ahead, optimize your training. Look at fucking videos of how to do this exercise with this specific angle so you get the most out of this specific workout split. By all means. I've made shit like that in the past, right? I've talked about concepts for programming your workouts in a way that enhances this or that, yada, yada, yada. Do that. It's great. It's going to improve your training. It's going to make your training more efficient, more effective. It's just going to give you more bang for your buck. But never forget that you're not training just to train forever, till eternity. At the end of the day, are you not training to be the result of that training as well? And the hustle never stops. The grind never stops. You keep training, you keep improving. Because every time you become, you can also set out again to become more. But you should not eliminate that stage, that process of becoming and having become what you were striving for completely. Don't strive 100% of the time. Maybe strive like 80% of the time, 90% of the time, and then those remaining 10, 15, maybe even 20%, enjoy the fruits of your labor by seeking these silly, stupid, non-optimal, brain-dead, retarded challenges. By setting stupid goals just because they are fucking fun. And just because you're going to feel like a fucking boss when you complete one. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I hope you felt inspired to do some stupid, goofy shit this summer. I'm having a lot of fun right now. I just started training Muay Thai yesterday. Really enjoying myself, kind of putting the bulk on hold currently to, polish up my striking a little bit. So I'm having a lot of fun with that right now. I'm going to see where the journey takes me, and I hope your journey takes you further down the road of becoming a beast. Woo! I'm a little bit in meathead retard mode right now because I just went outside. Donar is going crazy right now, banging his hammer. It's fucking loud out there, raining like crazy. Actually, it's cleared up a little bit. But yeah, summer's been crazy so far out here in Germany. Crazy storms, crazy thunder, crazy lightning. I fucking love it. Always gets me fucking amped up. So yeah, completely lost my train of thought. Go ahead and subscribe. As always, if you're interested in some help with building a fucking juicy, strong, ooga booga fucking gorilla physique that is not just strong, it's also strong, also fucking powerful, beefy arms, but is also generally athletic, generally capable, solid endurance, good mobility, hand-eye coordination, all that good shit. If you're interested in that, you want some help with that, you don't know where to start, go ahead, check out the Primal Physique course down below in the description. As always, comprehensive course, goes into training, goes into nutrition, goes into additional habits that surround your training and nutrition, lifestyle stuff, sleep, meditation, that type of shit. Everything you need to build a body of the gods. And yeah, if that's what you want, go ahead, check out the course. You're going to get everything you could possibly desire to build a fucking frame that is, Subscribe if you want to see more content of mine on training, general health, philosophy, all that good shit. Activate the notification bell as always if you want those notifications. And leave a comment, I guess, telling me about the silly fucking challenges, the stupid goals you are headed towards this fucking summer. I'd actually be curious. Maybe it'll give me some ideas for some dumb shit that I might try. So if you've got some silly, stupid, fucking epic goals that you're chasing right now, let me know down below in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, have a good one.